Hello, hello, CraftingMantis here, and welcome back to another episode on the Diamond Society server. So I have lots and lots of plans for this episode, and hopefully I can get everything done. But first, I want to show you guys what I've been working on. Now, it might not look all that, fantastic, especially with all this wonderful granite. But this right here is 44 blocks wide or long and 53 blocks wide, and it is a labyrinth. Now, I have a little cheating path for myself just so that I could get to the other areas. But yeah, so this is, it's, a lot of them do connect up to this path. I just marked, pretty much the quickest path around. But we have all kinds of, like dead ends and things that go around in circles, like this one. This one goes all the way around. So lots of circles and cutbacks and, dead ends and stuff like that. So definitely going to be a challenge for anybody who wants to try to conquer the labyrinth. And in fact, why don't I go ahead and get my camera count on so I can kind of give you guys, a bird's eye view of what is going on here. And then we could get started working on some of the other stuff. All right, so here is the labyrinth. Kind of gives, a bird's eye view. Granted, with the walls and stuff, you can kind of see all the way through, but, it works. So it is big. Now, I don't want to, kind of go over the entire thing because, that way those that would like to do this can actually, go out and, do it without having, some kind of cheaty thing. But this right here, this is going to end up turning into the minotaur lair. And it is going to guard the end of the labyrinth and then the entrance into the trophy head room, which is going to be off in this direction. Now, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with these two side areas. This is the outside edge of the labyrinth, and so we can't go to, like here to the right. It's all going to have to be the other direction. So not 100% sure if I'm going to do anything with that or not, but I left that open so that I could end up, expanding out in that direction if I chose. But yeah, so that kind of gives you guys an idea of what I am doing in this particular area, and kind of gives you guys an a peek into it, as since I've already done a whole lot of work. And but yeah, so I am going to get to work on the minotaur lair, and then I will be back with you guys. Well, we have a finished minotaur lair. So I decided to go ahead and do like a little fountain in the center, and then I needed to have this at least 1.5 blocks tall so that the minotaur didn't fall into the water and then not be able to get back out. But we can still get up here and kind of look into it if we so want to. But I ended up making this as run down and icky is I guess icky, but run down is is really the biggest thing. Like this has been here for a while. Things are falling apart. The minotaur, which is hiding over here. Hello, Mr. Minotaur. So we have Mr. Minotaur, who is just kind of hanging out. But apparently he's gotten a little angry and has roughed the place up a bit. But I ended up using the dark oak and spruce for the ceiling, and then had some of the pieces come down. And in fact, there is a piece that had fallen in here. Now this is going to look a lot better once 1.13 finally comes out, because there will actually be some water right here, and so the only thing peeking out will be this top bit here. But we've got the ceiling falling down, some of the stuff kind of faded, and then the floors are all kinds of roughed up. And then I think based on, oh, no. Hungry Squid is apparently in trouble. Yeah. But the floors are all roughed up, and then based on your guys' opinions from the last one, the last video, you guys kind of, kind of like this kind of floor. So I might take this and then bring that up into the actual Colosseum area for the areas that are underground. And I also use this in the next project that I want to show you guys. But first, I wanted to show the finished minotaur room. I haven't done, I still haven't done anything other than put gates on these areas so that the minotaur doesn't, doesn't wander off somewhere. It's the last thing I need, trying to go through the entire labyrinth, trying to find the minotaur going, hey, you need to be in your room. But yeah, so let's go ahead and head out here. And then that way we can, so I can show you, this way, I think, this way, I think, yes, maybe, possibly, trying to get, there we go, trying to get through this as fast as I can, so that, can't really copy me, well, that would be going backwards, so you'd have to turn it, the other way around in order to actually make it through the labyrinth. So yeah, so it's still quite a mess, through here. But if we come up here, I want to show you guys the other thing that I ended up getting finished off camera. And because the portal area was very messy, and originally I had that little shop there where people could come and buy bones, but that was, that's kind of outdated because of the fact that, I have the shop at spawn area. Okay, sweet. Okay. It doesn't look like we have any friends hanging around. But it was a mess because I had taken the shop out. And making sure there's somebody around here. And it really needed some TLC. So I went through, we now have, a true entrance here where we can actually, just go up some stairs. Now this right here, there is string underneath and it's dug down, I think I did 3. So zombies and skeletons and creepers won't cross this. Granted, spiders are like, yeah, I'm still coming in. But this will stop zombies and the creepers and skeletons, and zombie pigmen won't go out either when they decide to come through the portal. But that stops them, so relatively safe in here unless you're being chased by a spider. And of course you can still get shot by a skeleton. But yeah, so we have this nice roughed up room. It's it's been well worn and falling apart, but I'm very, very proud of how this ended up turning out. I'm definitely not a very organic builder. I am, I like plans, like the Colosseum. Colosseum was, was a great build for me because everything, everything is in its place and everything has a place. Whereas this stuff is a little bit harder for me. But yeah, definitely super happy with the way that that this came out. And then I also shaped the cave. I still need to come through here and kind of rough things up, add, cobblestone. I don't know if I want to do the brick because this is more like a room that was built by men. Or, men and women, humans. Let's put it that way. It was built by humans. And so you're going to end up with evidence of, like the bricks. Whereas in here, I don't know if I want to do that. I think this is going to be more of a, like a natural cave. And with the stone slabs, that's kind of their, the humans' mark on this particular cave, is that they kind of whittled it down just a little bit so that they had a path, but this was already here, and so they kind of left that. So I'll probably bring in like the gravel and the andesite, and then maybe some ores. One of the reasons why I left the coal where it is, because I think maybe add some coal, iron, and stuff like that, like it was an actual like natural cave. Though they might have already mined like all that stuff, so maybe just coal. Maybe they didn't need coal, but they grabbed all the iron they could possibly grab. But yeah, so definitely happy with this. Now the next project, we still have some sunlight, so let's come over here because apparently I can't speak. Cortez did a fantastic job over here on the vineyards, and I came up with a little accent piece over here. And I still need to get with him to kind of talk to him about, you know, like placement of trees and stuff like that. Because I've got like these trees and stuff that pop up throughout my farm area. And so I don't know if that's something we kind of want to do over here. It's like over here, I think it's, well, yeah, like even in here, because like right here, there might be, you know, this is just big enough. Like maybe there's a tree that's growing right here. And that's the reason, one of the reasons why they stopped, and, you know, or maybe, you know, like over here, you know, but there's definitely possibilities for kind of adding a little bit, you know, a little bit to this to bring some of that over here. And then I still have to do all the, like the tree grows and the vineyard, or not vineyards, orchard over there. But this over here, this is where I am going to be doing the next project. And so this is going to end up being a grape crushing area. And so, because normally what they would do is they would gather up the grapes and then they would put it into this little tub thing, and then take it and then put it into the they're like vase type things. I know that's not the proper term for it, but they would, you know, they would do that, and then they would take it, you know, take it off in wagons and stuff. So that is going to be the next project. So I am going to go sleep, and I am going to go gather up some supplies, and then we will get working on it. All right, so I am all done with the grape crushing area. So this right here, this is where they would end up putting the grapes, and they would, you know, step on them and stuff like this. This was before they came out with the press that that would actually do that for them. And then so they would crush them, and then the juice would end up coming down into this here. So this is like a little tap where it would end up pouring out into here. And then from here, they can end up using the cups and then put them in these, they're like vase type things. Granted, you'd have to imagine that it's rounded on the bottom. But this is the closest I could come in Minecraft to what they use. And then once 1.13 comes out, I'm going to be putting spruce trap doors on the top. So for the actual lids. You know, of course, the oak ones just wouldn't look right. But it's just a simple little roof. And then some lighting to light this area up. Granted, most of this area is not spawn proof, and so lighting it up doesn't necessarily, you know, mean anything. But it also kind of draws attention. So like if you're over there and you're seeing lights, it's like, ooh, what's that over there? So definitely super happy with the way that this ended up coming out. I made some adjustments to what I had originally done in my creative world. But with the adjustments, I think it looks, you know, it looks a lot better. Now, there's definitely a lot more plans for this area. Like I want to put another one of the wagons over here. It's probably going to be a slightly bigger wagon so that I can put these on, because I'm going to have to space them out because I can't put them next to each other, because then, you know, then they'll end up connecting up, which isn't, you know, which isn't a good thing. We want to make sure that the handles are, you know, are separate. But yeah, definitely really happy with the way this ended up coming out. And so the next step in this area would of course be the wagon, and then I'll probably end up having a path that goes around to connect up over to that road. So really a road, not necessarily a path. It's made out of path blocks. But anyway, the area where they'd end up taking the wagon down, you know, end up connecting over there, and then work on some of the details. Because like over by the actual house, there's still a lot of stuff. In fact, why don't we go ahead and go over there? Because I want to get your guys' opinions and see, you know, see if you guys have any ideas of what we could end up doing over here. Because we have the house over here. Granted, it still needs a vegetable garden. Because most of the houses would have their own like personal vegetable garden. And so I'm not 100% sure where I want to put that. I think I have it marked down over here. Yeah, so I was going to put a relatively large veggie garden back here. But we still have this entire area over here. I still need to terraform this lake because right now it is just, it's one block. So it's not much of a little lake. But we have this area over here, and then there is this little area here. And then, of course, there is the stuff in the front of the house. So if you guys have any ideas as to what we could put up here to kind of add some life to the area. Because like on that house, I had the wheelbarrow and the piles of hay, but this is a vineyard. So maybe we can take some more of those, the vase type things and put those here. Maybe make like a little stack of them or something. But I'm not 100% sure what to do with this area. We could also add some greenery. Like maybe there's a bush right here, kind of like what I did on the other house. Now, I don't know 100% sure what I want to do next. There's still so many things that that I want to get done in this area. It's kind of been difficult to be like, okay, well, I want to work on this next. The list is huge, and it's like, okay, I only have so much time. So I will definitely contemplate as to what I want to work on next, because that kind of leads to what other projects to do as well. Because like if I decide to do the house over there, then we also have the farmland that's over there and the pastures that are going to be over there, and then we also still have all this and the vineyards. It'll also depend on when 1.13 comes out, because that opens up some things for some of the builds that, like the orchard. I don't necessarily want to build the orchard yet because I want to use some of the trapdoors. So same way with this, using the spruce trapdoors to add a little bit of detail and stuff. So I am going to call the episode here. So I definitely hope that you guys enjoyed these builds. It was definitely fun building this, this little area here, and then the labyrinth and the minotaur lair. If you guys liked it, definitely hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. It definitely helps out the channel. And then if you want to get notified as to when I put out additional content, definitely hit that notification bell. But for now, I'm going to call it, and I will see you guys in the next episode.